Hello, mathematicians. Today we are going to be um, looking at graphing inequalities. So we're going to first speak about different types of equalities and inequalities, and then we will look at graphing them. All right, let's begin. So we are used to seeing this type of thing, x equals 4. Very clear, what is x? X is 4. We may even have seen x is not 4, is not equal to 4, meaning x is equal to everything but 4. But we also have to be able to graph inequalities, meaning 4 might be part of the answer also, but it's 4 and everything that's larger than 4, or 4 and everything that's smaller than 4. Maybe 4 isn't part of the answer, and it's just everything that is larger than 4, everything that's smaller than 4. So we have x can be less than 4, x can be everything that's greater than 4, or x can be less than 4, but also equal to 4. See that little equal sign right there? And x can also be greater than or equal to 4. So these are different ways that we can look at numbers on a number line. And let's look at how these end up graphing. So x is equal to 4 is quite an easy one because we simply would graph that 4. That's it. X is equal to 4. The graph shows what x is, and x is equal to 4. X is not equal to 4. Now we're going to use not a solid dot, but we're going to use a ring. So we don't want 4 to be part of the answer, so we put a ring around the 4. And then we're going to graph everything else on our number line. So what that's telling us is x is everything but that 4, because we have put the ring around it, meaning that is not part of our answer. And then we have x is less than 4. So I like to use the words x is everything that is less than 4. And those words help me to figure out what I'm doing in my graph. So again, x isn't equal to 4. That equal to isn't there. So I'm going to ring my 4, put a ring around it because 4 is not part of the answer. But x is everything that's less than 4. So I am going to graph my line this way. And I want to remember, notice I did it up here, that this keeps going. So I have to fill this in. That's part of the job, to show that it doesn't stop at -4. It keeps going forever and ever in that direction. And then we have x is greater than 4. So again, 4 is not part of the answer, so I'm going to ring it. But everything this way is. I know we don't have much space left there, but we can show that everything else is by continuing that line to the arrow and then filling in that arrow. And now we're going to do our less than or equal to and our greater than or equal to. So x is less than or equal to 4, and x is greater than or equal to 4. Again, please notice you have that equal to sign right here, and it's part of it to tell you that 4 is going to be part of our answer, but it's only part of our answer. So let's go ahead and look at this one. So now 4 is part of the answer because it's also equal to 4. So x is everything that is less than or equal to 4. So we are going to fill in, because 4 is part of the answer, but part of the answer is also everything that is less than 4. So I'm going this way, and I'm going to fill in here to show that that keeps going. So x is everything that is less than or equal to 4. That's equal to 4. That's everything that's less than 4. Same thing here. 4 is part of the answer because x is equal to 4. So we fill that 4 in. We go this way, and we make sure to fill in that arrow completely, indicating that that is part of our answer. All right, we are going to carry on to our on your own. So I'm going to write a few problems here, and you are going to be invited to stop the video, try to graph the problems out, and then you can come back, start the video again, and check your answers with what I have here for you. So we'll give you a couple of different numbers to work with here and a couple of different types of problems. So stop the video and graph these and then come back, rejoin us, and look for checking and correcting on answers. Welcome back. Let's take a look at what we have here. So x is everything that is less than 1. So 1 is not part of the answer. I do not see an equal to part here, but I'm going to ring the 1, leave it open, but x is everything that is less than 1. So I'm going this way, and that's that. Next we have x is less than or equal to -2. So immediately I see that equal to part. I'm going to fill in my -2 because it is part of the answer, and read it again. X is everything that is less than or equal to -2. So I'm heading in the less than direction to my smaller numbers. And here we have x is greater than or equal to 3. Equal to I hear, so I immediately know I'm using a solid. I'm making that 3 part of my answer. And x is everything that is greater than or equal to 3. So I'm heading this direction, greater than, to my larger numbers. And finally, x is not equal to -3. So I'm going to ring -3. It's not part of my answer, but everything else is, just not that 3. So I'm going this way, and I'm heading this way, and I'm going to graph everything else in. All right, hopefully that you have checked and corrected your work. And then our 4 more on your own. We're going to do these problems. And again, to help yourself to do your very best, remember to use those words. X is everything that is less than or equal to 3. Ring your number or fill it in right away. Is it part of the answer? Is it not? If it's equal to, then you fill in that circle. If it's not equal to also, then you leave it open. All right, good luck on these final problems, and thanks for watching. See you next time.